Hey guys, so today this is going to be the 7th installment in the Dragon Ball Legends Beginner's Guide series, and this, I would say, is going to be the final video that we talk about the basics of the game. After this video, we will finally have all the knowledge that we need to jump into PvP and get better at that.
Yes, finally.
Yeah. So if you've watched every single video that we've done up until now, you really should understand the full scope of the game at this point. So in this video, we're going to be covering the Zenkai system, we're going to be covering Legends ranking, Tournament of Power, and arts boosting. So I think we'll start with Zenkais just because this is the most important part of this video by far. And Zenkais are a system that basically they have two purposes. The first one is to allow for older characters to become relevant again. And then the second purpose is to allow older characters to become very good bench characters. Now, if you guys remember back to an older video, what I explained what a bench character is, characters have what's called Z abilities, which allow them to give buffs to other characters even while they're not being used. So if we take a look at, like, for example, that green Daima Goku, you pull up his details, we can go into show details into ability, and we can take a look at his Z ability, which says 30% to Saiyan, Daima, or Sun family strike and blast attack. So even if this character is on the bench, which is what we call it when they're not actually brought into the fight, because you can only bring 3 of your 6 party members into the fight, he will be providing 30% strike and blast attack to those specific tags. So if you have a Saiyan character in the fight, this Daima Goku will be supporting him from the bench. And then also he gives 15% to Daima strike defense as well. So that is why bench characters are important, because they help provide buffs to your characters that you're actually going to be using. And it's not only limited to characters that are on the bench, but also characters that you have in the fight as well. So if you bring this Goku into the fight, he also will be providing the same Z abilities as well. The reason why Zenkais are so powerful is because we have what's called a Zenkai ability as well. So on the bottom there, you can see where it says Zenkai ability. These are much more targeted versions of Z abilities, but they're much more powerful. What I would do actually is I would open up the level 7 one below that. It'll show you it'll show you the full power. Click on Zenkai ability again. Increase the following stats of characters that are both element green and tag Daima during battle. 40% strike attack, 35% blast attack, 40% strike defense, and 35% blast defense. So as you can see, that is a very enormous buff, right? But it is pretty specific. You have to be both green and Daima to get those effects. So the main difference between the Z abilities and Zenkai abilities is Z abilities are more, like, they're more general. You can get those onto characters a lot more easily because there's a lot more characters that fulfill the conditions to receive those. But Zenkai abilities are much stronger, but they're more targeted towards specific characters. And in order to make the most out of characters that are Zenkai awakened, it is really, really efficient to have characters that are giving the same Z and Zenkai abilities to characters. So this is why this green Daima Goku is such a powerful character. This guy is giving 35%, let's just say for Daima, right? 35% to Daima strike and blast attack. And he's also giving 18% to Daima strike defense. And he's giving green Daima those Zenkai stats. So if you add all those stats together, this green Daima Goku is giving a grand total of 75% strike attack, 70% blast attack, what is that, 58% strike defense, and 35% blast defense from both the Z and Zenkai abilities together. That is what makes Zenkai characters so ridiculous, is all the stats they're giving to those characters. So for example, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is a green Daima character. So Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta would be getting the benefits of both this character's Z ability and Zenkai ability. That is crazy amount of stats. Like, think about all the stats he's getting from this character. So that is one reason that makes Zenkai characters so strong. In particular, this green mini Goku actually is a really strong character, like actually using him in a fight, not just for bench purposes. But typically when it comes to Zenkai characters, the main attractiveness of what makes those characters good is because of how crazy they are at being bench options. So if we go back out of here, the question is going to be, how do you get Zenkai characters? So if you, I guess the best way to do this is if you go into, you could click back into that Goku actually. And then you click in his show details page. you'll see that there's this row called Awakening Z Power. This character currently has 6,400 out of 7,000 Awakening Z Power. 7,000 is the maximum amount of Awakening Z Power you could have on a Zenkai character. That means the character will be fully Zenkai'd, and you can see there's different Awakening ranks up there. This Goku is currently Zenkai 6. In order to get him fully Zenkai 7, that's kind of like a relic of the old soul boosting system, which no longer exists in the game. He will have 7,000 Awakening Z Power, and you'll unlock, if you go back to the ability right now, you'll see that he only has the third Zenkai ability. In order to get that fourth Zenkai ability, you have to get him to Zenkai 7, then he'll be able to unlock that. He also gets extra stats as well because they've baked in the soul boosting system with the way that the level the Zenkai character is. So you want to be able to get those Awakening Z Power to get these characters fully Zenkai awakened. So in order to do that, there are a few ways we can do this. The first way is if you go to the summoning screen. There are banners for Zenkai characters you can summon on. On the top left, you can see Zenkai. It says a discount there. The way this works is if you want to Zenkai a character, let's just pull up that green Diamond Goku again that we were looking at, so we can just have a good frame of reference here. You'll notice that there's a single summon and there's a consecutive summon. I would recommend for most players, you never really want to do the consecutive summon. It does say that it comes with a freebie. You end up getting 100 extra Awakening Power by doing a multi-summon. Certainly not worth doing this. I would not do that unless it's a character you just really, for whatever reason, want to get done very fast, but it really typically is just never worth doing that. Now, Toon has already done his daily single summon. If you click on, for example, that blue Kid Buu, it'll show that there is a single summon discount. You can do a 20 Chrono Crystal single summon per day per Zenkai character. To me, it probably is worth doing that for characters that you are certainly going to be using. So for example, that green Daima Goku, because we are building a Daima team, it makes sense for us to do that every single day. You can also scroll up to that blue 18 we were also talking about in the previous video. This blue 18 is a fantastic bench character for the Universe Reps team, which got a massive buff in part 1 of the anniversary. So if you're somebody who maybe doesn't have enough time or resources or whatever to get the Awakening Z Power for 18, you can go ahead and click the single summon and do the daily discount. For us, we actually do have a way of getting the Z Power or the Awakening Power for this 18, so we do not need to do this. But this option,
I do have one I could do if you want.
Which one do you want to do?
This guy.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we talked about this in the Shallot video. This Chilled has a very strong blue card that gets even better when you Zenkai Awaken him. So we can go through this daily summon. We'll end up getting either 70 or 100 Z Power. There is a chance you get higher than that, but it is like super, super low. I think it's like a 0.5% chance or something to get higher than that.
Is that like if you get a... Oh, okay. Scared me.
Yeah, so we got 100.
Is that like if you get a Broly or something?
I don't know what the animations are, but there's 70, 100. We got 100 is the most common, which is what you usually get. If you go back, it should show the rates, I believe. If you click on Z Power list.
Oh.
Yeah, so there it is. A 70 is a 27.65% chance. 100 is 72%. 500 is 0.25, and then 1500 is 0.1. Yeah, so I have 1%. Only gotten the 1500 like twice ever. So it's really...
And you do this a lot, right?
Yeah, I have every character in the game Zenkai that can be Zenkai. So it's like almost impossible. I would just go in expecting to get 100 every time. If you're unlucky, you get 70, but usually it's 100. But this option exists to Zenkai characters. Let's go to the missions real quick. Every time a new character gets a Zenkai Awakening, they will have missions in the, I believe it's the events tab. And you can see this 18, she got her Zenkai Awakening about 2 weeks ago. These missions last for 2 weeks. You'll be able to get Awakening Z Power for these characters from the missions. A lot of these are usually pretty easy. It's like complete daily missions. It's play PvP. There are missions in here to play the Tournament of Power, which we will do as well, which is really easy. All you got to do, even if you don't want to play the mode, you can just click auto. So it is essentially just free Awakening Z Power for these characters. But the downside to this is these missions are only available for the first 2 weeks after a character gets a Zenkai Awakening. So if you've missed the missions for certain characters that have Zenkai Awakenings, the other option to get the Awakening Power for these characters is if you go over to the Exchange Shop, you can go to the Ultra Space Time Rush shop in the recommended tab all the way down at the bottom. Yep. Their Awakening Z power will be available from the shop here, and you can exchange the Zenkai, the gold medals for these characters. This is probably the best use of this currency for most players, is to get the Awakening Z power from here directly.
Can you farm this infinitely?
You cannot. You can farm, I believe it's 15 of these medals per reset. And this event resets once every 2 weeks. You can actually get the Z power for this Goku. This resource is extremely limited. So it kind of hurts to use this, but if I were you, Toon, I would probably just do the 20 daily discounts on this. So you'll have this guy done in like 6 days. Yeah, I would not use this on this guy. But if you scroll up, there's some LF characters, Zenkai Awakenings, that are actually pretty good. Usually what they try and do in this game is for these Legends Limited characters like Jiren, Vegeta, Bardock, they try and make the combination of their Z and Zenkai abilities really good. And so we have a scenario right now where like the combination of Z and Zenkai abilities in some of these characters are so strong that even though the characters are like 6 years old, they're still incredible bench characters. So if you scroll down to one example we can show is the first anniversary Super Vegeta, the purple one. He should be on here. Keep going. Yep, there he is. This guy, if you open his page, if you click on his icon and go to character details, go to the show details page and then click on ability. Yep. If you open up both his Z and Zenkai abilities, this guy's giving 30% Fusion Warrior strike attack and defense, and then 12% to HP if he's 14 stars. And then he's giving 40% strike, 35% blast, 40% strike defense, 35% blast defense to purple Saiyans on top of his Z ability. So if you have a purple Fusion Warrior, which are almost always Saiyans, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for example, is getting 70% strike attack, 70% strike defense, 35% blast attack, 35% blast defense, and 12% HP just from this character. So they really do make these Legends Limited characters who have Zenkai Awakenings really valuable bench characters. And there's a real scenario where this guy just like gets like this guy never gets replaced on the bench or something. Like it's just really insane. So there is actually a lot of value in slowly Zenkai Awakening all these characters on here, but because of how limited this event is and the currency to get it from the Ultra Space Time Rush event, it is pretty like you kind of have to pick and choose and give like an order of priority to which characters you want to get Zenkai'd. So the process is pretty slow, but they actually did make it a little bit better recently in terms of the soul boosting because they removed the system from the game. So
are there certain free-to-play characters or like mainstays that everyone should be prioritizing right away?
I mean, I would just say for like if you scroll up, like there's some good ones we could talk about, I guess. A lot of them are going to be Legends Limited characters. Let's just start from the top, I guess. We can go through some of this. A lot of these characters are going to be really good. There's like no Legends Limited character that really has like a bad combo. Most people are going to be running like Saiyan teams. I think like the tag Blue Goku and Vegeta is pretty good. There is a bit of a difference with tag characters Zenkais though. If you go into the character details for them, you'll see. I'll show you what's different with these characters. Go into, the same thing as usual. Z ability in these guys is good. 35% Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, God Key Strike and Blast Attack, 18% to Movie Strike Defense. The way they do tag character Zenkai abilities, this is not something we've seen too often because we only currently have 2 tag characters that are Zenkai Awakened. They have, instead of giving, so usually you saw with the other characters, it's like 40%. These guys only give 20% to stats. And the reason why is because they're buffing 2 tags instead of 1. They're buffing Purple Sun Family and they're buffing Purple Vegeta Clan. So they went with a different route with this character, where they're going to have a bigger variety of characters they can buff with their Zenkai ability, but the drawback is that their Zenkai ability is less potent than...
Isn't that bad? Because ultimately you want higher numbers, right? Not more variety, because you can just build a specific team.
Yeah, I think for like a new player, this would be a really good character to Zenkai Awaken because you have more teams you can use them on to be impactful for. But as you get like more refined teams, this is not going to be as powerful, so... I just wanted to show that because that's the way that they're doing tag character Zenkais. So if we go back, I mean, some of like the classic ones we can show that are like really going to be pretty good. If you keep going down, let's keep going. Let me just refresh myself on this. The yellow Bardock is actually really good. Yep, go to character details. The reason why he's really good is because he just buffs Yellow Saiyan with his Zenkai ability, and it overlaps with the Z ability, which is also buffing Saiyan. This is a character I'd recommend most people go for. 35% to Saiyan blast attack and defense, 13% to Team Bardock max base health. So Team Bardock, obviously, you're not going to really be running Team Bardock characters, but remember how the leader slot works, Toon?
Yep. Everyone, all of the other abilities apply to the leader slot.
Yeah, so if you have like a Majin Vegeta in the leader slot, they're going to get the Team Bardock buff from this. So Majin Vegeta is going to be getting the HP from this character, and if he's a yellow Majin Vegeta, which that's the only real Majin Vegeta that exists right now, he's going to be getting the Zenkai ability from the yellow Saiyan part. So yeah, this is a really good character to get.
I'm noticing, I mean, this is my first time kind of looking at these. I'm noticing that the Z abilities sort of cap around 35, and then like the secondary effect sort of is like between 15 to 18 or something like that. Yeah. And then the Zenkais are like 40s and 35s. Are we like are they going to be increasing over time, or is this kind of just going to be the norm in terms of the numbers?
This has kind of been the way it's been for years at this point, so I don't think they're going to change this. There are some characters that give more. Ultra characters with their Z abilities usually give like low 40s if they're 14 star, and there are some EX characters actually that give 50, but they're pretty rare, and they haven't really done that in many years. Like for example, there's an EX Android 13, EX Android 13, a red one that gives 50% strike attack and defense to red and green characters. So he's actually a pretty good bench character because it's a high number. If you sort by extreme red, he should come up. You definitely got him. Where is he? Somewhere in here. Yeah, there he is. If you go to his Z ability, 50% red and green strike attack and defense. Pretty good. Yeah, that's a strong one. But he's not a Zenkai character. So it's still better to use a Zenkai character that you're going to get benefits from, because their combination is still higher than 50 usually. So yeah, Zenkais are really insane. So if you go back out of this, I just want to show where you're going to be able to get that currency from to get the Awakening Z power for characters. If you go over to the event, the Ultra Space Time Rush event, it is going to be in the recommended tab, and it's going to be all the way at the bottom. Okay, so right now there are two different types of Ultra Space Time Rush events that are live as of us recording this video. There is the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush normal one at the bottom. Notice how that resets in one day. We definitely want to make sure we run this as much as possible to get as many rewards as we can from this. This event resets every 2 weeks. Every time this event resets, they usually add a new character's Zenkai Awakening power to the shop. And they also usually add a new awakened equipment. If you remember back to how we did the awakening equipment in the equipment video, this is also the same shop where you need to buy the memories to awaken equipment. So this event is pretty important. Yeah, this event is pretty important. It's not really an event that I would say is really doable for like really, really new players. But if you have like a decent amount of characters you can use, maybe you won't beat the whole thing, but you at least should be able to get through maybe like the first level of this event. On the other hand, I am really happy they brought back the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush Light event, the one above that with Goku on it, because that is a very, very easy version of Ultra Space Time Rush that gets you the same amount of rewards. So this is a much more beginner-friendly event, and obviously because it's the anniversary, they're expecting a lot of new players joining the game. They do have that event live as well. I think what we can do is we can jump into the normal one right now and do that one. We could probably get through the first one, I think. This first one is pretty easy, but once you start getting into some of the harder stages, it could be a little bit harder. So let's jump into this. Let's try this. The way this event works, if you click challenge now, actually, let's back out for a second. I just want to show the actual structure here. If you just tap onto like the blue part of that, not the challenge now button, it'll open up a listing of all the fights that we have here. The way this event works is it's basically like a survival mode where once you bring characters into the first stage, let's say, because it's against Kid Goku, Launch, and Yamcha, so we're clearly going to want to bring purple characters because they're all green. Once we've used 3 characters in that first stage, we're not going to be able to use those characters in the other stages because they've already been used once. So that is the way this event works, and because it works that way, it's really an event that you want to have a wide variety of characters for. And if you guys remember back to the first video we did where we talked about events and systems in this game, we talked about why it's important to collect all the free characters from that event where they brought them all back. this is an event where you certainly can make use of those free characters because it's just going to give you more options. So let's go ahead and attempt this. Click on attempt at the bottom. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Go in there. And so you'll notice that if you also, something else to mention as well is if you click on the top, there's a trials button. This is like an embellished version of challenges for normal story events, where it's asking you to battle with a certain amount of characters, use this tag, use that tag. I think for the easy mode, it's really simple. Just battle with 2 blue characters or more. I think what actually happens if you close out of this, if you click auto select, it should auto select. Let's just see. If you scroll, let's just see here. Yeah, so down, where it says for trials. So because you have 4 trials on, it's going to auto select characters that are going to meet the condition to do the trials automatically. So if you just, click cancel and then just click auto select again, does it? Okay, click edit, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it'll auto select characters for you to pick on your team that meet the conditions for the trials. Obviously, you cannot do auto select and you could just pick them yourself, but I think our characters are good enough on this account to just go in with what we have here. The good part about this mode is you don't have to worry about equipment. There's no equipment in this event.
Oh, that's good. Thank God.
So we can just
do
go in.
Do you use up the supports as well when you do these fights?
You do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so sometimes it might be worth it not even to bring supports. It's gonna hurt the team a lot, but you have more options later down the line.
Okay, so wait, what are we doing for this one? Do we keep the supports or no?
Yeah, just keep this. We can. This account has enough characters on it to where I don't think we need to really worry about this. But if we were like a brand new account, maybe it would be better not to bring supports. But yeah, we're good. Just start.
Okay, let's do it. What?
It's fine. Don't worry about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're saying I'm not strong enough. Okay.
They're underestimating our power.
Do they not know that I'm the charge stepping merchant? Come on.
Yeah, so usually you kind of just crush this easy one. There's 3 different difficulties to this normal Ultra Space Time Rush event. There's easy, medium, and hard. The hard stages are actually, they can get annoying. They can get pretty, you get enemies with like 3 health bars and they do so much damage.
What's happening?
And then there's also...
Whoa, nice.
There's also just like, I think it's 5, like in this easy one there's only 3 stages, but in the medium and hard ones there's 5. So it's just going to cause you to be a little bit more
oh, he got me.
cautious with which characters you're going to bring into those. All right, you got this. Yeah, this is pretty easy, right?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's letting me practice my oh. What the hell is... Oh, are those little BB shots? It looks so embarrassing to get hit by that.
The other thing about this too is, let's just say you lost to this boss, right? If you lose to this boss, that Goku at low HP will have the same amount of HP the next time you jump in.
Oh.
Yeah, so it keeps the progression of the boss's HP.
That's good.
Yep.
I have no idea what these buttons do. I just press them. Like, I don't know their abilities. Oh, I can't switch.
You're getting pieced up by launch, dude.
Don't worry. Not gonna last long.
You could also make this like 3 times speed if you wanted to.
I could also what?
You can make it 3 times speed.
Yo, stop!
Oh, clash time.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of struggling right now.
You got him. Boom. He's out of there.
All right, he's dead.
Now we just got launch left.
Oh.
Okay, almost done. There you go. Boom.
There we go.
Okay, so now we've done...
I told you I'm good at this game.
We've done all the trials, and it'll pop up a little score at the end here. You've done both trials, it'll give you some points, and then it'll pop up the rewards that we get for clearing this. So there, we got 20...
Wait.
Yeah, so we got... mostly the rewards you're going to get from this is by doing the points. So if you click tap, and then click OK... Okay, so before we jump into the next stage, let's actually back out for a second.
Okay.
And then click on like the blue part of it again so we can like look at the overview. If you click on the point rewards on the top right part, it'll actually give you a breakdown of the rewards that you get based off of how many points you have. So we have 800 points right now, so we already have the 2000 and the 500 medal rewards. But you can see what we're really trying to get is the 10 at the top. Those are the Zenkai medals, which you can use to exchange for the awakening power. So 10 of those is going to give us what is that, 1,000 awakening power for a character? Yeah, actually no, it's definitely I think it's 35 medals per reset is actually what it is if you do all the difficulties.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go back and we can keep going through this.
So this isn't like a grade for how I did that game, is it?
Well, that's just like a grade for like what you've cleared overall. So because you've only cleared one stage, yeah. So we can keep going through this, and then once we beat the last boss, which is stage 3 of this, it'll unlock the next difficulty.
This seems like a lot of nice stuff that we're gonna have to give up here.
Yeah, but this is only 3 stages, so we should be okay. Remember, we have like the UI Gokus and stuff we could bring.
Okay. All right. Get some popcorn. Get ready to be entertained. Watch this. I got my category in here. Tournament of Power.
It's UI mastered UI Goku versus Nappa. Who's gonna win?
This is all part of my master plan to get hit by Vegeta. Bro, why are you finessing me right now?
You got him. UI Goku. Oh my god, it does so much damage.
That did a lot, yeah.
Oh, you win automatically? Nice.
I automatically win.
Also, the good thing about this event too is that like a lot of these older characters that really aren't good most of the time get like extra buffs in here. So you'll have like free-to-play EX Cybermen that are like hitting like way harder than they should hit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and that kid Goku probably doesn't have many buffs, so he got crushed.
Do they up? Oh, he has blast armor. Nice. I'm just gonna kill you real quick. Don't move.
Oh, it's Nappa.
Is this the Nappa that revives into the Vegeta?
No. This is like day 1 Nappa.
Oh, okay.
So notice that Vegeta has a purple health bar. That means he's got 2 lives. So once you get rid of this first life, that like purple bubble at the top left is gonna deplete, and he'll get a second life. Yep, here we go. Oh, nice! You perfect vanished him.
Okay, let's go ahead and swap.
There you go.
Whoa!
Yep, you changed them.
Oh.
Nice. Yeah, this Vegito Blue, by the way, like almost killed the game in the 2nd anniversary.
I think I remember that. I was, I'm doing my thing in Dokkan, but I heard a lot of... Oh, oops. Oh, great. Okay. That's even better.
If you go to UI Goku, you can... Oh, no. Well, don't go to him now. Okay, well.
It's too late! Bail me out. 25%.
Oh. That's okay. You could 1v3 with Vegito here. Damn, UI Goku dying to Nappa. What happened to my goat? Uh-oh.
This is embarrassing right now. I'm ashamed.
There you go. Nice.
All right, you're done. You're toast.
You might have to yellow green here.
Huh? Oh, oh! Ah! I got Saturday crushed, Goresh.
Oh, there you go. Vegito Blue 1v3'd him. There you go. Perfect.
I had to make it interesting, otherwise it's a boring video, you know?
Yeah, it was just a joke.
Yeah, it's part of my master plan.
Yeah. All right, well, that's the second stage. We get some more medals now.
Oh yeah.
Remember, we can use those medals to buy the memories to awaken equips.
Yes, I did see that there was one Jiren equip that I need.
Okay. The awakened Jiren equip? Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, the one that where he's like his eyes are closed, that one. Whoa. We got the big boys in here. Free Zenkai. We're showing off this boy too.
Yeah, that guy's getting a Zenkai tomorrow. Actually, by the time this video goes up, he might have it already, but yeah.
Is he good?
I hope so.
Wait, you can't tell? Can't you? Did they not talk about it?
I mean, they gave us like a preview of what he does. It sounds good so far. We'll see.
Oh, I thought they actually showed.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that he's gonna like. It's like an easy and Dokkan. Like they have to actually give us the full details.
I get baited by that so much in PvP. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's partly because I'm playing the CPU so much that my mind goes on autopilot.
Yeah. What I'm actually going to tell you to do at the end of this video before we jump into the next video is play 20 PvP matches.
What?
Just play 20 matches and then we'll do the next video.
Why?
I want you to get experience. That's why.
Oh, he's got purple health. That means he's coming back.
Oh,
that was a counter. I missed.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
If you landed that, I would have jumped out of my chair. Oh, clash. Blue Gogeta versus first form Frieza. Who wins? Blue Gogeta. Nice.
He had stayed in a stupid pod. It would have been fine.
Oh, ult him. Oh.
I don't want to waste this on you. Just die.
He said you're through. You gonna let him talk to you like that?
Boy, I created you. You shut your damn mouth.
Uh-oh, Masenko. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Stop. Oh, God. I think I've made a huge mistake.
It's gonna clash, yeah, because you both use an ultimate at the same time.
Wait, so then do I lose my ultimate forever?
Yep, but so does he.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Bro. Oh, my God. Oh, that's just wrong. That's so wrong. That is just not right.
That was canon.
Bro, stop! It's like I'm in PvP. He has this too?
Yep.
This is annoying. Everybody has this now.
You better get used to that. When you get into the harder stages, you're gonna have enemies that have like 4 of those.
Mother...
Gogeta's immune to that, yep. Oh, that's a good one.
It's giving me more practice on this stupid thing. You're
actually not bad at
never was
those.
very good at that.
I feel like you're doing pretty good with those.
I'm getting better, but I need more repetition to get good at it. You stupid kid!
Hey, even if this guy dies, he lives.
Me dying, it's part of the master plan because I want to go UI. Beat the crap out of my kid. Let's go. I don't know what that does, but I'm just pressing it anyway. Oh my God, you too? Bro.
Oh, go to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Get out of here.
Yeah, remember, there's no like in battle challenges for this one. So you can rush, you can use your main, you can blue card people. Like even if you have characters die, it doesn't matter. The only trials that are here are for just like building.
I think
your
that's
team.
another thing. There's a lot of missions where they tell you not to use the Rising Rush.
Yeah.
And that also kind of like conditions me.
All right, well, there we go. That is the easy stage, or the easy, I guess the easy stage of this completed. So now,
please don't judge me in the comments too harshly. I'm a beginner.
So now we'll go ahead and pick up some of these Zenkai medals. Again, you can exchange those for the Awakening Z power to Zenkai Awaken characters from the shop. This is really the most efficient way to do this.
Wait,
yeah,
it's
he's telling you if you want to challenge the same rush again, there is literally no reason to do this. So I would never do this. So now you have the medium difficulty, and in order to unlock the hard difficulty, you got to beat the medium difficulty. For most players, I would say just try and do the easy difficulty first. If you feel like it is actually pretty easy to do, maybe try the middle one, even though you're probably not going to win. But because there are 5 stages in this one, I wouldn't do this one. We'll go back here. It's also going to.
I was trying to look at the roster. It's this way.
Yeah. So this one is a little harder. You got if you go to the point rewards too, there's going to be A bit of a different structure to this, but it's mostly the same. You're just looking for those gold medals, the 10 at the end. So.
Okay.
That's that. And if we go back, I'm just going to tell you to do the Ultra Space Time Light event on your own. The Ultra Space Time Light event is like easier than the easy stage in that one, so it should be really, really fast. But yeah, we could do that on our. It's like, yeah, it's super, super easy.
Okay. And
you get the same rewards, so definitely want to take advantage of that. So that essentially is, in a very truncated format, the Zenkai system in this game. It is a very, very important system. I guess one other thing to mention about the Zenkai system is if you just open up, like, let's just say, for example, the Dragon Fist Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, let's open him up for a second. Go to character details. Zenkai Awakenings will actually unlock new unique abilities for characters. So usually you guys know that characters have 2 unique abilities. Actually, newer characters only have 1 because there's starter ability and then there's the unique ability, but older characters have 2 unique abilities. Zenkaiing a character will unlock 2 more unique abilities. You see he has those 2 at the bottom, 1 fist to win it all, and then the strength to avert crises. These are unlocked by Zenkai Awakening the characters, and you can actually see here it says get at Awakening rank 3 at the bottom. Right. So you unlock way more powerful effects for these characters.
Dude, that's so much stuff. How do you keep track of this? That's so much.
Yeah, this is why they shortened the descriptions of all these and later in newer characters. So, all right, that is the Zenkai system. So that checks that something off. Sure. Let's take a look here. Actually, you know what I would recommend for you to get is the purple UI Goku. The purple UI Goku.
Actually, yes. Yeah. Yes, good idea. This one.
Yeah, you could buy some of his awakening power for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All of it for sure?
Yeah, because we're gonna want to get him to 7 eventually.
Yes, my favorite. Ooh, that looks cool.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Wait, hold on a minute. I've never seen that.
Yep.
That's so. Oh my god, dude, this game looks so much better than Dokkan. I hate you guys.
Gives you a bit of like a summary of what changed when you Zenkai him. Get buffs to blue
3
cards,
out of
buff
5?
to green cards. Yeah.
Like, does it get stronger as I Zenkai higher? Is
right.
That what that means?
Yeah.
Okay. This is so pretty.
Oh yeah, you get sleeves.
Oh, I get it. Oh.
Yeah, you get sleeves for Zenkai characters too.
Where has this game been all my life?
So that's what you get for that, and then it'll give him like the little border too.
Yeah, I've noticed the more Zenkai you have, the thicker the border is.
Yeah, it gets him a better border.
That's cool.
So that's that.
And then am I spending something here?
If you want to pick up some memories, you can for some equips.
Okay. Are there a few that I should be working on? Because I can.
I would actually, if you scroll up a little bit, did we got the Super Saiyan 4 one, right?
We got the Super Saiyan 4 ones. I'm gonna have to upgrade those a little bit because that requires a lot of work. I maxed out these.
Okay, good. There's another Super Saiyan 4 one, like a lot lower on here.
Okay.
It's the blind Super Saiyan 4 Goku when he fought Ice Shenron.
Yeah.
It's really good for a Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Where is it?
Hello.
There it is.
Oh, this one.
Yep. This one's really good for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I would just buy like 3 of these. You don't need to go overboard on this because it's only going to be usable on like 1 character.
Okay. I'll work on the. Wait. Oh crap. Wait, which one?
No, you bought the one. No. You bought the right one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay. All right. So that's.
Wait. Actually, wait. Yep. Sorry. Where do you get the original memory for this or equip?
It'll be in the equipment metal shop, either the PvP section. I think it's an event equip actually.
Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Yeah. All right, so that's the Zenkai system. The next thing we could talk about quickly is the Legends ranking system. So if you click on your events menu, actually no, it's not events menu. Yeah, it's this one. Go to Legends ranking.
Oh, you want to see me being? I'm number 1 in the world, dude.
Yeah. So this system is not really something you have a ton of control over. There are different ways to earn points in the system, but essentially what this is doing is it's just kind of like grading how much you've played the game almost, right? Because take a look at these missions. You clear certain events, you play the Tournament of Power, you complete daily missions, you log in for a certain amount of days. It's basically just kind of like passive perks that you get for playing the game. And it is a ranking system. So if you click on ranking on the top left, there's going to be 2 different tiers of ranking. There's top world rank, and then there's going to be local rank or your group ranking. So right now there's your world rank. You're currently the 4-star ranking. I think does it go to 7? I don't remember, but it goes pretty high. And then there's group rankings. If you click on the group rankings, I think you actually are the top person in your group. Yeah, your group is 2 people, so that's pretty good.
Why is it just 2 people?
And the good thing about this is you actually get rewards for this. So if you click on the top where it says season reward list, you get these legends medals depending on what ranks you get for your group ranking, and then top world ranking also gets you some stuff as well if you click on the top world ranking on the bottom left.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can get some CC from this, legends
That doesn't
medals.
seem like a whole lot.
And you get a title, and you can
Does
get
this.
Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Does this really seem fair, proportional to the amount of time you'd have to put into the game to be number 1 in the world? That doesn't seem right.
No, no, it's not. You're right. It is not fair. It is not. So there's also those items on the right side. Wait, hold on. Oh, they changed.
Sorry.
So Legends ranking, there is a shop for those Legends medals. Like, Legends medals are the currency that is tied to Legends ranking. Just wanted to quickly show what that gives. You could actually get some good stuff from there.
Okay. Just give me a second. Stupid reset.
Yeah. You know what to pick, right? You got this.
Pick?
Or I guess win from this. You know what to win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to pick.
Well, you do if you're good. Oh, you got last place. Nice.
Yeah, well.
You're not very skilled at that roulette.
Yeah, you see, check out Mario Party. You'll understand why. Bro, hurry up. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to get the 500 CC thing for completing daily missions.
Oh, the stamps? Nice.
Yeah, the special day. All right. No, get out of my way.
All right. I just want to show what that item is on the right side of the rankings, because that's an item that's exclusive to the Legends ranking shop. Go back to the ranking page.
Okay. Why isn't it
It's loading. It just takes a little bit for the ranking. Oh, it's because you completed the mission. It was loading that.
Oh, okay.
Log in for 3 days. It's for some reason this mode doesn't like auto complete the missions. You have to actually go to the Legends ranking page for it to complete the mission. I don't know why it does that. If you go back to season reward list at the top, and then go back to world ranking, it's the item on the right side. It's like that little.
Mirror? Is it a mirror?
It's like the cloud thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
This is a slot unlock soul. What this does is it unlocks a slot of an equipment that you can only get with the Legends ranking currency. So if we go over to the exchange shop.
Why is it so... Okay, have you noticed the game being more laggy these days?
No. I think it's just you.
Why is it lagging for me?
I don't know. Go to permanent. And it's like the third from the top. It's the Legends.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So there's actually like unique equipment you can only get with these Legends medal currencies. So the ones that people mostly use are the top 2. There's the Jiren one, and then there's like the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Kamehameha one. If you just click on the Jiren one,
about.
Yeah, this one is pretty good. I mean, it's not like a crazy equipment at this point, because at this point this is a pretty old equipment, but it is still decent. But if you add up all the damage on there, if you click on it again. If you add up all the damage, you're actually getting, 45% strike attack from this, which is really good. It is kind of basic, like it's 45% strike attack and then 30% strike defense. It is solid, but at this point I think there definitely are a lot better equips you can use on most characters, but it's not bad. Now if you close this, the reason why, if you scroll down, there's other stuff you could get in here too. There's slot removers, there's seed exchange medals, and then there are slot unlock souls you can get with, you can actually exchange slot removers for those too. It's 50 for 1, so the rate is horrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The reason why those are needed is because you can only unlock the slots 2 and 3 on those equips at the top by using those slot unlock souls. So it is pretty expensive. God. Yeah, it is pretty expensive, and I believe it costs like a lot of like slot movers to re-roll those equips. So I would actually say it's not worth using your Legends medals to get those equips. I actually wouldn't say it's worth it, because if it takes so much of your resources on slot removers to re-roll those equips and unlock the slots, you're better off just buying the slot removers from here and just ignoring those equips in total, because you can use those slot removers to roll equips that will just end up being better for you than those equips. So
okay.
I think people will get baited just because, like, if you scroll back, like, it looks cool. Like, oh, there's a unique awakened Jiren equip in here, right, to get this. And this is, by the way, this isn't even the equip. This is the memory for it. So this is the way you have to awaken the equip, like, first to just get this. So I just ignore this. Don't even try and get this. If you're a new player, it's not worth it. Buy the slot removers and then use those slot removers to get better equips that we talked about in the equipment video. So yeah, just this is at this point, this essentially is just a scam. Yeah, I just buy those. Yep, do that.
I'm getting so close to max.
Yeah. I would recommend you just buy these.
I'm saving, dude. I'm getting ready. I've got over 900. I'm getting ready for when we get back to the Ultra Bonanza.
We'll have another one soon, I think. Because if you notice
how long until the next one after this, like, anniversary?
Oh, after the anniversary? Well, I don't know, but if you notice, the Mega Bonanza only goes until the 18th. So I think what'll happen is we'll get another Ultra Bonanza on the 18th.
I mean, is the Mega Bonanza even worth doing? Because it's not as good, right?
It's not as good, but it is still pretty good. It's not, okay. Yeah, it's still pretty good. But yeah, I mean, if we know we're getting another Ultra Bonanza, I would just wait for that. Okay, so that's a quick rundown on Legends ranking. If you notice, there also were arts medals in there, which we'll talk about. I guess, should we just jump into that now? I guess we might as well talk about that now, the arts boosting system. Okay, so let's just open up any random character. I guess we could go back to that Daimagoku because we are already looking at him with the Zenkai system. We'll use we'll use Daimagoku as the template character for this video. So if you open up this Daimagoku and you click on show details, and you click on arts, and you scroll down, you'll notice there is an arts boosting section of each character. Not only do Zenkai characters have this, every character has this. And you'll see that each of these arts have a grade level max of 99. Currently we have 1 because we have not arts boosted this character at all. There are strike boosts, there are blast boosts, and there are special boosts. Each of these is going to increase the stats of this character. So if you go back to the status on the left, every time you arts boost this character, the strike stat will go up, the blast stat will go up, and then the defenses will go up as well. So in order to access the arts boosting system, we have to cancel out of this. And then there's an arts boost button on the bottom of the screen, which we need to click into. Yep. And then this will pop up the arts boosting screen. And as we can see, Toon has already purchased some of those arts cores. That's the only way you can get those.
I don't ever did that on purpose. I don't know how I got these.
Those are from the anniversary packs that you bought, I think, from the shop.
Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah. Well.
So
spoiler alert.
These arts cores are a very rare currency that you can only get by going into certain exchange shops and exchanging for these. So actually, a good way to get these, if you go out of here, you can go back to the exchange shop. Let me just show this because people are going to ask this a ton, I think. Go to the recommended page, and if you go into the raid exchange shop, there are arts cores available in here. If you scroll all the way down in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are arts cores in here, which you can get. And then I believe there are arts cores. There's actually arts cores in most exchange shops. Go out of this real quick and then go into the PvP one, the green metal one. Scroll down. There should be ones in here. Yep, there's seed metals. There's arts cores in here as well. If you go out of here and you go into the treasure battle shop, maybe. I think there might be stuff. There's arts seeds in here. Maybe if you go to the other tab. Yeah, there's seed metals in there.
There's seed. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. What are seed metals for?
I will get to that in a second. Go back.
Okay.
And then scroll up. I think if you go to the 7th anniversary metal shop, yep, there should be stuff in here as well. There's probably scroll down a little bit more. There's a lot of sleeves in here.
Maybe.
Nothing. Wait. Go back to recommended. Scroll down a little bit slowly. Maybe you might have bought the arts medals, the seed medals from here.
I promise you I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure there are seed medals in here. Maybe I don't know. Anyway.
Seed medals I bought. I didn't buy.
Yeah. Well, you can use seed medals to exchange for those.
Okay.
Yeah. So go back. Is there anything else? Keep going down. Oh, actually, yeah. Go into the what is it? Like the free character shop. You get to, for the free characters. I forget where that one.
The operation.
Yeah. Go to other. There's some stuff in here too. So there's a lot of like just periodic exchange shops that have these arts cores in them. That's the ways you can get those. And if we go back, we can go into the seed exchange metal shop. Quickly show you guys what that is. I think the seed exchange metals are the rarest currency items in the game. They're just super rare to get. This is the only place that you can get art seeds. I don't know why they do this. I think this is a really dumb idea, but this is the only place you can get these art seeds. Very rarely. I think we've only seen this maybe once ever during like the New Year's raid event, which is a once a year thing where they've actually put this currency in an exchange shop directly. Every other time they've just put the art seeds in the exchange shop, and then we have to buy those and then exchange for these art seeds. You need these to power up arts boosting. So if you scroll down, there should be cores in here as well. Keep going. Yeah, there's cores at the bottom. Yeah. I would say never buy the cores from here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you will never run out of cores. You will only run out of art seeds, assuming you actually are buying the cores from the other exchange shops. The bottleneck for this system is always going to be the art seeds. That's the way it's designed. I think it's dumb. I don't make the rules. That's just the way the system works. So if I were you, I would only buy art seeds with these with this currency. What I would actually do, I think what we should focus on here is you should actually probably start arts boosting your really good characters like Super Saiyan 4 Goku and UI Goku. Both of them are blue. So what I would do is I would just buy some of these blue art seeds. You don't need to go crazy, but maybe buy like, I don't know, a few hundred of each of them. And then we can start arts boosting these characters. Now, at the end of the day, it's not going to make a huge difference for arts boosting. Arts boosting, it's not even close to Zenkai Awakening. Zenkai Awakening is substantially going to increase the power of your characters. Not every character has a Zenkai Awakening, but every character can be arts boosted. So a brand new UI Goku drops in the game. Day one that they are out, you can start arts boosting the character. So it is going to be a little helpful, but at the end of the day, it's really not going to make an enormous difference. Okay, so we've bought some of our art seeds. Is there any currency you have that you can exchange for cores or no?
I don't know.
All right, go back to the exchange shop real quick. You've used all your raid stuff, right?
Yeah, raids I bought. I mean, I still do the raid occasionally, but I use it all for slot removers. I can check.
I'm just trying to think. Have you?
I only have 19.
Yeah, have you used your PvP stuff at all?
Yeah, I used everything for slot removers.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
I did a little bit of the seed exchange because I think slot remove. Yeah, I did a little bit of both.
Okay. I just wanted to show. You know what? Actually, Okay, because I just wanted to show like using the things.
I mean, I think we could buy some with this. You want me to go farm or the
this one? Yeah, do a skip on that. We'll go back to that menu in a second, but there are different levels of the arts cores as well that I do want to show. You should do the daily stage too.
Yeah.
There's 3 levels of the arts cores. There's the normal ones, which is almost always what you have available in the exchange shops. There's like the greater arts cores, and then there's the max arts cores, which is the one that you bought with the packs. The max arts cores have a 100% chance of maxing a character out fully, but in order to use that, you need to have enough seeds to actually get the max level. So that's why we shouldn't really just use those like that. All right, let's exchange these for some cores.
So how much? How much am I doing?
Each like 10 of each, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably not even gonna get through these, but we'll see. All right, so let's go back to that Daima Goku real quick. Actually, no, let's go to. You know what? We'll go to UI Goku because we bought the blue one, the blue seeds. yeah, if you just long tap on them and then go to arts boosting. So you'll see that we now have the 10 art scores there. If you long click on the art scores, it'll pull up the description of them. So the art scores, like I said, there's kind of like 3 different levels to these. This is the art score +1, and it is grade 1 or higher, lower than grade 30. As we mentioned earlier, there's 99 levels to the arts boosting system. So this specific art score will only buff up to grade 30. So once you get to grade 30, you will need to use a different type of art score, which if you remember back to when we exchanged at the exchange shop, we did by 3 different levels. So there's one art score that boosts from 1 to 30. There's one that boosts from 30 to 70, and there's one that boosts from 70 to 99. So for whatever reason, they split it up that way. I don't really like it because 30 to 70 is bigger than 1 to 30 and 70 to 99. So what ends up happening is you always end up being low on the middle one because you use more of those on average. But yeah, let's just start doing this. So one other thing to mention as well, actually go back in there for a second. This is probably the single biggest issue that most people have with this system is if you take a look at the boost success rate, notice how it says 30%. So every time you do this, you have a 70% chance to fail, that it won't do anything.
I don't like that. What?
Yeah.
What?
So that's the way that works. Now notice how
I already have equip reroll nonsense. Now you're telling me I have to deal with this too?
Yeah, so you also have other types of art scores. Notice how there's like the one in the middle with like the arrow on it, like the little up arrow on it, that you don't have any of. No, the one on the left. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
This one has a 50% boost success rate.
Oh my god.
And then the one that you bought, if you go out of this, that one has 100%.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, but this
pay
one...
to win much?
Yeah, it is pay to win. This one, not only does it give you 100% boost success rate, but this also gives you a full boost. So it goes from 1 to 99 in one thing. But you won't be able to use this because guess what? Close out of this.
What?
You're missing the seeds.
What?
Yeah, so we're going to need to exchange for more seeds to use that one. But I just wanted to show...
I hate this.
Yeah, I just want to show what it usually looks like. So if you click on the one that we just bought, the 10 on the left, it'll use not only the cores, it'll use this. It'll use boost souls, it'll use seed art seeds, and it'll also use Zenny. This is a pretty Zenny intensive thing as well, is doing the arts boosting. So it uses a lot of resources, and 30% of the time it will succeed. So most of the time you won't even succeed with these. The good part about this is
I hate this.
Yeah, me too. The good part about this is if you fail, you don't actually lose your seed medals. You only lose the cores. So at least you get like a refund if you fail on this. So let's just give this a few tries. Let's do like you can also select how many times you want to do this in one go, whether it's like 1 or 10. I mean, we could just do like 5 at a time, I guess, and just see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. So click OK and then click
I'm doing
yes.
this on strike.
Yeah. Do it on strike because this Goku has higher. He's more reliant on strike. Yeah.
Predicted grade 1 to 6. Okay.
You got 1 out of 5. That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
And then it'll tell you what items were used when you did this at the bottom.
Yeah.
You got 1 level.
So I just, in the grand scheme of this, from 1 to 99, I managed to get up to 2.
Yes, you have 97 more to go, and then you have 99 more to go on both Blast and the Special.
Who? What? This is now making me feel differently about this game.
Okay, but the good thing about this is, I will reiterate, the good thing about the system is that it doesn't really actually matter in PvP. But,
so then why?
But it does matter in PvE. This is a system that really powers up characters a lot in PvE. And the reason why is because of a mechanic called heavy attack. You see where it says heavy attack in like the top portion there on like where it says heavy, click on that. Actually, I think we might have to click into details and it'll tell us what heavy attack does. No, it doesn't. So actually,
I've seen that in raids and co-op.
Yeah, so it says heavy attacks are not usable in PvP, Tournament of Power, or guild battle. So this is why I think it doesn't really matter that much the arts boosting system in PvP, the stats do matter. Like, so if you have 99 for all these different arts boosting categories, you can get a max of additional 13,000 to all stats. That does carry into PvP, but the way the additional stats are calculated and factored into the actual damage you're doing is not that significant. So many people will have will misunderstand the system. They'll think, oh my god, 13,000 extra to stats really, matters a ton, but it's actually kind of like misleading, because it's 13,000 extra to stats, but the way the calculations work with the damage in this game, the 13,000 extra stats actually calculate separately from the rest of your stats. So it's like almost a negligible change in PvP. Arts boosting for PvP, the best way to think about it is it really doesn't even do anything. But for PvE, you get these heavy attacks off, and the heavy attacks are like a double damage increase. It's like ridiculously powerful. So this
like
system,
a critical hit.
Yeah, it basically is like a critical hit. This system is really just for PvE almost. For PvP, I mean, again, it's like a negligible increase. It's more so just, it's like the difference between like a Z plus equip and a godly equip. Like, there's really not that big of a difference. But for PvE, it really does matter. So if you're somebody who's struggling in like certain PvE events, this could be good for you. But I would.
So you mean that one stupid Golden Frieza story event, if I arts boosted him, I could have done better?
If you wanted to, I would still recommend arts boosting characters you're going to be using more often, like UI Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
But I'm just saying, like, in that situation, he would have been a big beneficiary of this whole thing, right?
Yes, he would have been probably very easily crushing it. Yes. So this system is very powerful for PvE, but for PvP, it does not really impact much.
Why does this bother me so much more than equip rerolling?
This system is, I actually don't even know why this exists. I don't know why this was implemented into the game.
I'm not gonna look. I gotta stay family friendly. This might be the first time that I think something stupid about Legends.
I agree.
I know.
I think most people would agree this is a bad system. So yeah, unfortunately.
This is annoying.
Just wanted to introduce this. Yeah, so that's arts boosting basically. Again,
do I keep going with this, or
if you want to, you could also just kind of save up your seed medals until you have enough to just max them out and then use the max core, but it's up to you. My recommendation for the arts boosting system in this game is to only use arts boosting materials on characters that you're going to be using a lot. The resources are just way too limited to just like, I'm gonna give this guy like an arts boost and then I'll give this guy an arts boost. Like, you can't be willy-nilly using all your resources like that, because there's just not enough in the game. So yeah, that is the arts boosting system in a very brief explanation. The last thing,
Legends not cool, man.
the last thing we have to show is the Tournament of Power mode.
Yes. Yeah. All right, dude. This is for me.
Yeah, we can jump into that mode. It's if you open
I'm excited for this, man. I love Tournament of Power. It's my favorite arc.
Okay, well, maybe you can learn it and teach me how to play it. So you open the menu, and then there's a Tournament of Power button on the right side. Yep.
All right.
We got a new season. Yeah, it's basically like seasons of PvP is how this is treated. It's like every 2 weeks there's a new season. Okay. So the Tournament of Power, the best way to think about this is it's almost just a completely separate mode from everything that exists in the game. You don't actually do anything in this mode. The battles are completely automatic, and it's almost I don't even like, there's a certain word for the type of mode this is. It's like an idle AFK mode. Yeah, it's like an idle mode. You really don't even do anything.
Okay.
So the way that this works, just long hold on any of your characters. Okay, so it's purple UI Goku. Every single character has different abilities for this mode.
What?
Actually, you know a better way to look at this is actually if you X out of this and just completely go out of this mode. Just go to like your character screen. Yeah, go to the character screen and then click on like UI Goku, for example. Click on show details. So you'll notice that at the very top, it says regular stats, and there's also a Tournament of Power stats. Every character has like almost an entirely separate listing of abilities for specifically the Tournament of Power mode. So if you click on abilities here, it'll give you...
This is a big deal.
They treat it like a big deal, but like I really don't know anybody that actually does this. Click on like the any of the abilities. It'll give you a rundown. Like scroll up. There's some there's abilities you can expand. Yep. It'll tell you like what this character does in the Tournament of Power mode. So if we go back to the Tournament of Power mode now, I just want to show that there's like a completely separate menu for that. The first part of this mode is building your team, which I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just auto this mode, so I'm not really super knowledgeable on the Tournament of Power mode. If you guys really want to get into this mode and understand how this works in detail, I would actually recommend you just watch somebody else's video on this, because I don't even really understand this. That's just me being realistic, okay? But click on UI Goku's icon, and let's just take a look at what we've got here. So click on like long hold on the Revival UI Goku in the middle. No, not that one. The green one that's gonna Zenkai. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look here. So let's open up some of his abilities. Most of what we're looking for here are abilities that affect different tiles. So this one is only affecting himself because it's not expanding onto other tiles. Go down to the next ability. Okay, so this guy doesn't have any abilities that actually like affect other characters. What I'm looking for is a character that's going to be like affecting other units. So yeah, X out of this. And then let's open up like, I don't know, like Goku and Frieza, for example. See what they do. Do they have any? Nope.
Are you looking at the symbol? Does the symbol show?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so notice how like the blue icon is like those are different panels.
Yeah, it's not on him.
So, okay, so let's just, what I would do here is X out of this. So let's just put 17 on the bottom left. And then put, I guess like purple UI Goku on the bottom right. And then move Goku and Frieza to the middle, and you'll notice that he highlights both those characters on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's because those characters,
that.
That's because those characters are now being affected by whatever their ability is for those tiles.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, so that is essentially what you're looking for to build your team. You want as many characters affected by other characters' abilities as possible. Now, the really, really, really annoying part of this mode is, guess what? This mode has equipment that are specific to this mode. So in order to get
like different, I'd have to roll and farm stuff for different.
Yep, there's a completely separate equipment mode for this game. Oh, so if you click on Goku and Frieza and you try and put equips on them, you probably will have no equips you can use.
Ew.
Yep. Okay, so
what's happening?
So let's just click confirm for now. If you go to the exchange shop and you go over to permanent, and you go to the rare metal shop, and then you click on the Tournament of Power tab.
Oh my god, that's what this is.
Here are the different equipments you can get for the Tournament of Power mode. I would highly recommend you spend exactly 0 slot removers on these equips, because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And these equips have some of the lowest rates out of any equips in the game. Oh my god.
Garash.
Yeah.
I think a long time ago, I spent a bunch to reroll this. It's all coming back to me now, dude. I definitely did. Hold on, I need to see something. I definitely did that for that stupid car. Yo!
No, but okay, that's not the Tournament of Power version though. That's just like the starting.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, you really, I mean, that exists. This tab exists. Please never, ever roll these equips. I'm literally, you can't see me because I don't have face cam on. My hands are clasped in prayer. Please do not roll these equips, please. But yeah, this is the only way you can get equips for the Tournament of Power mode. It is a scam. It is 100% a scam. Never do this. But yeah, that is how you get equips from the Tournament of Power mode. AKA, you never do this. Go back to the screen now. We can go back to the mode. Yep. Okay, so just a basic rundown here. You do have a roster of 6 characters you can use. There are 2 standby characters. So for example, as you're playing through the mode, if one character dies, you can swap them out for a different character you have on standby. You basically just want to use a bunch of characters that have the same Z abilities that are shared. It's kind of like the same kind of team building philosophy that you have for normal PvP. Z abilities are going to be the same. So you right now are using a Tournament of Power themed team, which would work because a lot of them are sharing Z abilities with each other. So that makes sense. The only thing I would say that you really want to just look at are you want to have the configurations down in terms of like the placements on the board for characters that are giving.
I will admit that is pretty cool. Like positions kind of matter here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So okay, let's just let's just say that we're done. We click confirm, whatever, and we're gonna go back into the mode now. In order to play this mode, you need to have what's called TP on the top left. So you actually have maxed out TP because the mode actually is going to reset tomorrow. And it takes 1 TP to move 1 spot on the board. And I believe it's 25 TP all the way to the end. But if you lose at any point during this, you will move back like a few spots.
Oh my God, what the?
Yeah, this is a pretty big board. So again, it takes 25 moves up to get to the end, which is why 25 is the max you can have. So what we can do here is we can choose our path to move up. Usually what people do who are like good at this mode is they will look at the board before they actually start moving, and they'll like plan out their path to get to the top before they actually get to the top. So they know exactly where they're going to go. There's also like different tiles here. So if you zoom in a little bit so we can actually see like the tiles individually, notice how each tile has like different fist levels on them. That's the difficulty of those fights. You also have like those yellow tiles, which I think allow you to swap your team. You could swap in like the standby characters in those yellow tiles, I believe is what those are. And then the green tiles are going to be healing tiles. So you actually get healing when you land on those.
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah, and then if you scroll up a little bit, there's like a halfway boss battle you could do, which you have to fight.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then the last tile also is a boss battle tile. So, by the way, if you click on those boss tiles, you actually can see you get rewards for beating them. I think there's like CC you get for winning. It's like a little bit of CC you can get. So yeah, click OK, and we can, I guess, just start doing this. It doesn't really matter, I think, because this is your first time ever playing this mode. You also have different placements. So if you win with like a decent amount of points, you will actually move up in rank. And if you move up in rank, the fights will get harder, but you'll get better rewards. So what I would do is just click move, and it'll tell you a rundown of what the enemy team is, and it'll show you like what the bonuses you have. So the character that you have in the top left will get a critical rate up. The character you have in the top right will get upgraded special move and things like that. Something else you can, I guess, kind of, if you're good at this mode, you can look at is if you like long hold on that like yellow piccolo, you can, actually maybe it doesn't work. I was thinking maybe you could look at the enemy characters and see like what they're doing, but I guess if you're somebody who actually knows how the mode works, you'll know that like, oh, this piccolo supports and you want to put a character in this slot to deal with him or something like that. It's like every character will have like kind of their own way of playing the game. I know one character that people all know about is like there's a specific Android 16, not this one, that like explodes and kills you.
Oh god.
So people were just like avoiding that one tile for a long time. But yeah, we can just click on move to space, and what it'll do is it'll actually play the fight out. We had the skip on for this, so it won't actually show the fight. It'll just automatically play it like this, and then that'll be the fight. We can actually choose to watch the fight if we click on OK. I believe we can play. Oh yeah, if you click, actually no, wait. If you click on this, maybe we can't now because we clicked on play battle. Oh yeah, battle log. We can click on battle log. It'll tell us what happened. Play battle.
Oh, can we watch it?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. So this is basically what
my boys do.
This is basically what happened during the fight. Is what it's going to show us. It's again.
Last time on Tournament of Power.
It's just like whatever.
Dude, you know what this is? This is Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Yeah.
What the hell am I looking at? What is this? What the hell's happening? They're
all getting their buffs.
This is like Dungeon Dice Monsters meets Tetris. So far, I'm kind of digging it. It's complex, but I'm kind of digging it.
So many buffs happening. Oh, he's powering up, dude.
Yes. What the? Oh, position-wise. Got what? That's why this game is so heavy. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna explode. No. All right. One shot him.
Dude, this is like straight out of an RPG. Yeah.
But it's very complex.
Well, I don't know why y'all are hating on this. I think this is pretty cool.
Okay, maybe you could be like the Tournament of Power guy then.
It's my favorite arc. Of course I'm gonna love this. I think this is really cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, type advantage is still a thing in this mode. You notice that 16.
That was all turn 1.
Yep. There's 3 turns in this one. Actually, no, sorry. There's 4 turns on the top left. You can see it says 2 out of 4. So here we go. Yep, and that's it. And
that was cool.
Yeah, so you do that for every single one of these stages. So click back real quick. And now you can kind of choose whether or not you want to go left, middle, or right. You definitely don't need to go middle. If you go middle, you lose out on the points you get for fighting.
Let's not do that then. Let's go left.
The more difficult fights you do, the higher the points you get. But it also is going to depend on like what the enemies are and what their abilities are and stuff like that.
Can we scout ahead before we go?
If you want to, yeah, you can click on different tiles and see what the enemies are.
This looks doable.
Yeah, we can do this.
Okay. Move and go to space. Are we going to watch or are we just going to skip?
You can just, I mean, if you want to watch it, you can. You can uncheck it if you want to watch. I mean, I would just skip it. What I would do actually is I would just click on auto and then let it all play out.
Wait, the whole thing?
Yeah, you literally just auto the whole mode. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, what I do is
let's do it.
I click auto in the top left, move the slider where it says auto mode.
Oh, okay.
And then you move the slider all the way over to the right, and then you just click yes. And then you wait. You go like.
Am I gonna make it?
We'll see. If you don't make it, you will recover TP over time, and you can use that to come back and do more. But remember, we had missions for the Zenkai 18 to do Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
So this will still count. Even if you lose, you'll still get the missions done.
Does all of this count as one Tournament of Power, or does this count as 23?
Oh, this counts as 23. Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, I think I'll have all but Zenkai'd her with like minus 100.
Yeah. Yeah. So you.
Okay. This is not really idle if I'm stuck here. I can't go do something else.
Well, I mean, it's loading every fight. It's like loading the results of each fight. And what'll happen at the end of this is you'll get a final score for the mode, and that will determine whether or not you're going to move up to the next bracket or not. And
am I crazy, or is this the Jiren UI Goku fight right at the end of the show when they were kind of doing the Roshi narration flashback?
It is, yeah. Yep, that's exactly what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the mode. It's pretty cool, huh?
Look, I'm being honest, okay? I'm a Tournament of Power glazer. That much is true, full disclosure. I hate the arts boost crap. I think that this is really cool. It's intuitive, it's different.
Okay.
It's a different spin on a game that's meant to be fully PvP. I think it's pretty neat.
Okay, that's fair. So
maybe I've had a lot of people telling me, Toon, this is the honeymoon phase, you'll get over it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm just saying I think this is pretty cool. So and maybe it's also because I'm a Dokkan player. I like turn-based stuff, you know? This is just, it's fine. It's fine. I will admit, having separate equips is pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But the proximity and like the location stuff. Oh, I won!
So there we go. We won. There you go.
It's pretty cool.
You won the Tournament of Power, Toon. You did it.
I mean, dude, are we even surprised?
So there we go. We have
finally achieved it. Basically
25 million points. If you click OK, it'll pop up and say, "Oh, you won, dude."
Where's Zeno?
You got erased. Yes, there you go. There's your total points. And if you come back here after the mode resets, which it should reset tomorrow, you'll get an end of season reward, basically like in PvP. So if you click on the top right where it says battle score, that like crown icon.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
If you go to, I guess you can go to your rank. Yeah, so right now you are 169,000th. That's pretty good, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how do people have so many more? Is it because they took the hardest route to get there?
It's hardest route. It's certain characters have bonuses too. So like notice that guy's using like Cybermen and stuff like that. Like the
So there's like a whole meta to this.
Yeah, like there's certain characters that have more bonuses. If you go to season details on the top.
Okay, interesting.
And then you click on boost characters, it'll show you like the different tiers of the characters. Like tier Z characters are going to be really bad, but they're going to give you much better scores.
Oh, because they suck.
Yeah.
I see. Why is my boy Zarbon in here? Come on.
Yeah, so like these characters are not very good, but they're going to give you a much higher score for winning with them. So that's why people.
Is there a way to cheese this? Is that why we're seeing like Cybermen people at the top here?
I mean, I don't think there's a way to. It's just like they're bad, so they're going to give you a higher score.
They look so cool though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, dude, I like it. I think it's cool. I'll learn more. Okay.
Okay, so
I'll learn more.
now we can go to the missions, because there actually are separate missions for just playing the Tournament of Power. And again, even if you do this and you lose, you'll still be able to complete the missions. So yeah, this gives you a brief like rundown of what we just talked about. So let's go back to the missions. This is the Tournament of Power mission tab. We can just collect these. This is free stuff that we did for that we got for just doing the mode.
Hey.
Yep, that's there every season, so we can grab that. And then we can go back to the 18 missions and finish her Zenkai.
Yeah. Almost done. Where? Oh, right here.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll be done today.
Yeah, just got to do daily missions once.
Yeah.
And then she'll be Zenkai 7.
We can get that done real quick. Okay.
Yeah. And so that's really, I mean, this is a longer video, but we covered Zenkais, we covered Legends Ranking, we covered Tournament of Power, and we covered Arts Boosting. What do you think? Have you mastered everything now?
I really like Tournament of Power.
Okay.
I really like it. I hate Arts Boost. That's trash.
Yeah.
But Tournament of Power is really cool.
All right.
That is really cool. I'm impressed.
Any questions on anything? Do you understand how everything works now?
No, I mean, I think the only thing is, how much of a learning curve is there to like min-max on Tournament of Power? Like how much effort, how much time does it truly take to like be at the top of that?
I think you're asking the wrong guy, because I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I literally just auto every season and then I just click my stuff and I'm out.
I mean, is there any point to even going hard on that besides just getting the rewards? Do you get more if you try harder?
Yeah, if you get, I think it's a certain amount of points, you get 1,000 CC per season, which is pretty significant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Besides
well,
that,
no, I guess that's it for now. Yeah. I'm just excited to try that out for more often each season.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. So this is the 7th video we've done. That is pretty much all of the basics of the game. We went through every single system the game has, but essentially everything. Talked about the basics, story mode, Zenkais, basics of PvP, all the different modes, Zenkais, Arts Boosting, Tournament of Power, Legends Ranking. I think we're ready to move on to some real matches next time. What do you think?
This is like when my dad taught me how to drive. We spent like 2 months just talking about it. And then after 2 months, we started driving.
Okay, so next video is where we're going to jump into some PvP. I think what you should do is I just want you to play 20 matches off camera before we do the next session.
Oh my God.
Yep. The best way you learn is just by playing the game. Okay. And yeah, we'll come back, we'll play, and we'll kind of figure out how to play the game together.
I think I should fight you so we can do like a placement exam.
We could do that, yeah.
Yeah. So we can see how good I am already.
All right, well, that's going to be the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.
Let's go. Me versus Grish.